Alright, check it out. Carry a picture of Christ there in my pocket. Blessed are my dockers, a holy crimson locket. Found it on the steps at my work, how facetious. And now I found my meaning, taking bong hits for Jesus. I fall into pieces, but let me start at the beginning. Attempting to smile has always faded with my grinning. Amassing new love has never failed through my rapport. I'm always breaking hearts of random teens at the food court. A foolish jester through adamant adventures. Too wicked to follow and far too jagged for you to swallow. Just leave me hollow and check on me when you can tomorrow. You'll find me eating my mind with lightly buttered sorrow. It sounded fun to be sad though, huh? I can't deny the overflow has often failed to break my heart. The stage is always set, but I'm still doubtful if I'll play a part. I'll never make it as a number on a color chart. My sacred art, abstract and deeper still than all the pictures of a puzzle I have yet to fill. I'm feeling ill, but the sickness always brings a thrill. Would it be overkill to find a way without a will? Hold up, just let me spit before I blow up. Amending my pretending through constantly finding endings. Ascending to greater heights has only sounded condescending. I was intending to fly, but never stopped ascending. And now my life is nothing but offending. I write my music, but it's never trending. I try to spiral, but I'm only blending. I live in angles which are always bending. And now my life is nothing but offending. I write my music, but it's never trending. I try to spiral, but I'm only blending. I live in angles which are always bending. My heart is beating like this, a metronome and remiss. It's bliss, a mischance to coexist. My life is nothing but an artifice. Existenceless, but no, I insist it is. My heart is beating like this, a metronome and remiss. It's bliss, a mischance to coexist. My life is nothing but an artifice. Existenceless, but no, I insist it is. My heart is beating like this, a metronome and remiss. It's bliss, a mischance to coexist. My life is nothing but an artifice. Existenceless, but no, I insist it is. My heart is beating like this, a metronome and remiss. It's bliss, a mischance to coexist. My life is nothing but an artifice. Existenceless, but no, I insist it is.
Hey now, what do you call this wall? A life worth living is protocol. My heart is beating and closing walls. Why can't I just enjoy it?
I'm trying to smile, I swear it. Even with my drip feed on, if I dare it, grin and bear it. I got a feeling I'm in love, but it's counterfeit. Against my judgment, found a way through careful movement. How to improve this while I'm snoozing. Straight to the bottle, but it's sedatives instead of boozing. I'm always losing, falling with the grace of God. Animated seraphim, I'm happy when I'm feeling odd. The world at large is floating on a trash barge, and I'm the seagull who is choking on a depth charge. I know I'm false, but I am who I say I am. Manifestation of a monster that became a man. I try to stand on legs that better suit the sand. Pull on my puppet strings tight till a rubber band. Connect my fairy tale heart to a work of art. Spill out the canvas, I'm living like a Jackson Pollock. Wicked clips and mirrors now in full eclipse. I wanna speak words and bid into my lips. I laugh apocalypse, starving to remiss. Need to get my mind straight, but I'm so sick of this. If only answers were as easy as a pollen drift. Snowing on the flowers so the bloom becomes a narrative. Am I imperative, truly comparative? Beneath the hollow I commend my only relative. A lonely soul, lost inside a black hole. Reach the end of the stars but safely growing old. Unfold and passively stagger through the cold. In veneration I control my urge to stranglehold. You cannot wait for the sun to simply rise again. The painful shade of night becomes my sugar cane. A broken weather vane inside a hurricane. Commit my silence to a feeling I can ascertain. Closing out my eyes like days on a calendar, sunset and lavender. Carving out my life feels like agoraphobia. Fall asleep to phasmophobia. Crossing on my eyes like days on a calendar, sunset and lavender. Carving out my life feels like agoraphobia. Fall asleep to phasmophobia.
World-changing feeling, a tesseract becomes my mind, shifting shapes without a meaning, in hidden spaces I can't find. Through the seasons waiting, I can shake my skin divine, while the soul attempts its feeding with every breath I redefine. World-changing feeling, a tesseract becomes my mind, shifting shapes without a meaning, in hidden spaces I can't find. Through the seasons waiting, I can shake my skin divine, while the soul attempts its feeding with every breath I redefine.
Armor amore, with every little step it's a different story, and all for glory. 6 feet deep in purgatory, a mandatory ceremony. Armor amore, with every little step it's a different story, and all for glory. 6 feet deep in purgatory, a mandatory ceremony. Armor amore, with every little step it's a different story, and all for glory. 6 feet deep in purgatory, a mandatory ceremony. Armor amore, with every little step it's a different story, and all for glory. 6 feet deep in purgatory, a mandatory ceremony. Armor amore, with every little step it's a different story, and all for glory. 6 feet deep in purgatory, a mandatory ceremony. Armor amore, with every little step it's a different story, and all for glory. 6 feet deep in purgatory, a mandatory ceremony. I don't cry, fishing for my feelings in the night sky. Distant stars like my scars become a lullaby. Too often have I lost my way without a second look. To find my compass is to cast a lot of fish hooks. Too many years inanimate among the fall bright. Now I'm a simple piece of dust inside the sunlight. I'm just a piano with an appetite for heartache. Dance upon the teary-eyed until my strings break. Earning a smile seems to be the chosen lifestyle, but I don't understand how people find it worthwhile. I still remember dreams I had when I was 6. Things were rather simple when your world was minus lunatics. Try to sleep but it's so hard without the breathing space. Driven mad by the heartbeat in my pillowcase. Slicing my life through a raindrop, kinda like my stray thoughts. If I could only turn the sound off. I feel insane. Am I to blame for silent prodigy? More likely that my cat's tail will write calligraphy. A better chance for everything becoming memory. Am I the pain or has the blade become a part of me? In open thoughts my brain melts into paradox. Too many riddles in your life becomes an equinox. A cycle born of 100,000 thorns, beating with the same cadence as the seasons changing course. In every angle of the sun seems the world I knew has spun. Forget it, I just never could be love begun. The chosen son, but my crown still weighs a metric ton. I wasn't love, just a puzzle piece for anyone, and anyone was exactly who I had become. The problem being that my life amounts to zero sum, my consciousness in full remiss. How am I supposed to deal with this? Wake up and drown inside the deep abyss. I don't cry, wishing for my feelings in a bright sky. Distant clouds like the shrouds I wear to rectify. Too often have I found my way without a second look. To find the meaning is to lose a lot of fish. I don't cry, wishing for my feelings in a bright sky. Distant clouds like the shrouds I wear to rectify. Too often have I found my way without a second look. To find my meaning is to lose a lot of fish hooks.
Tears will bleed you tides inside the night. Wake my eyes and liquefy. I, the end singer of my demise. Wake my eyes and liquefy.
My life is like a cloud, eclipsing the spellbound shroud. Anamorphic, a distortion of white infused with a verbal noun. The common ground sight found in a rooted ground. Encapsulate, then emancipate, disambiguate till we all feel great. Not certain, like a curtain with a purpose. To be nervous, to remove the rays of sun from the one who shelters me from its surface. My life is a question, not a lesson, a progression, yet less than an honorable mention in a sentence unfit to be fashioned. Pull from the ladder, a hatter. Not mad but ink splattered, straight to the dagger. Two halves of the same side equally shattered. Feels like I matter, but do I still matter? What is matter? A disaster of masterfully crafted happily ever afters. In the twilight, the half-light of frostbite, which is insight, disguised as a potpourri of memory, is a fictional hindsight. My birthright in the skylight, as the clouds pass, let me take flight, but my wings against a glass. Surrender the time that's yet to pass. Light on the tower, devoured by the silhouette of a mountain deep fountain. Serene and surrounded, yet lonely as an island, horizons in iris. Unseen through the velveteen, in another dream, pretend to be smiling. Exist ritualist, waking just to be kissed by a fevering, unbelieving thing with the most insatiable fix. Cake mix, crucifix, bleed like a monolith. Pray it's quick, guillotine through my ivy beam, separate the truth from the stick. Untamed and unknowing, ashamed of foregoing, adrift like a snowflake in wind ceremony. Jaded, scandalous, the extravagant fabulous. They are fathomless and blasphemous, close to us, enemies thus. Fatal flower, one thorn is the petal empowered. Contravene in the fallout stream, assembling in meteor showers. In the mouth of sour, ground down to a pulp in hours. A fallacy of the practically fantasy NPCs. And now I'll watch you breed. What does it mean to be lonely? If only the world did seldom show me commisery, hurriedly, whimsically, just overthrowing, constantly battling through the memory and moment, foreshadowing ballads unsung by my allowing. I'm crawling while midnight stars loom overhead, the shape of a halo replaced the reaper's head. Undead might as well be a single thread, conforming to anything which agrees with me instead. Falling through obsidian waves inside a garden of graves. It's just a phase though, right? I'm just amazed at the sight of my intentions overcoming every way to a light, then somehow losing the fight. Always try to untie from all the whitest of lies I can't abide, concluding that my life has only flashed before my eyes. But why have I not cried enough inside? The fallacy of reasoning aligns to amplify. Now let me breathe a little slower. I'd give up my heart if I could know her. Wish that she would notice, but I'm total protozoa. Of whom do I speak? Well, not myself, I hardly know him. Obtaining endless wisdom from a cookie's inner fortune. A pain in my flesh, a shade of blessed at my behest. Contemplating bleeding, but relax, I only jest. Just fact check less, then learn to acquiesce. Coalesce, unbound, unfound, and bodiless. A work in progress, go on and take a guess. Will these twilight tides unchain me from the process? Face the waves unwound and out of focus. A whisper lost to the sea, I never chose this. Time is a seed and the roots run through me. Eventually reality will cease its soothing. Packing my heart till my thoughts require proving. Will you even listen? Cause I'm sure you never knew me. Wish I could cure this, the way that my heart beats on the surface. Forever am I nervous, the purpose is always further with no future. I carry the weight of many seas, doubtful that my story is a part of me. Wish I could cure this, the way that my heart beats on the surface. Forever am I nervous, the purpose is always further with no future. I carry the weight of many seas, doubtful that my story is a part of me. Wish I could cure this, the way that my heart beats on the surface. Forever am I nervous, the purpose is always further with no future. I carry the weight of many seas, doubtful that my story is a part of me. Wish I could cure this, the way that my heart beats on the surface. Forever am I nervous, the purpose is always further with no future. I carry the weight of many seas, doubtful that my story is a part of me. Doubtful that my story is a part of me. Doubtful that my story is a part of me. Doubtful that my story is a part of me. Doubtful that my story is a part of me.